even now that he's back, he's maybe not going full force. Pimp told us that he's a very hands-on caller, and that can be stressful. However, pistol round begins.
Yep, that's a lot of bodies for Nexa and niko, and even Kenny S is empty-handed. Luckily for G2, Hunter and Amanek can get something done. Look at the damage here, Launders. I mean, I don't fancy Amanek's chances. He doesn't have Kevlar himself, but this 5-7's got some damage output.
They're all one shot.
It's pretty damn close. He swings it open, goes for the bomb planter, gets him first. Device up next, drop to 26. Oh my goodness, he's genuinely on for it, and he closes. 4 kills in the pistol for Amanek.
This guy's been on roller skates the whole series. Woo! He's pushing everything. He's not stopping, and he's got too many bullets to wait. 5-7, 1v3. Clip it without health bars. This guy looks like a monster, but he made it look real easy. And they're stoked, right? No one's really, you're checking out your IGL, you're thinking about economically, how do I come up with an eco? Oh man, I gotta come up with an eco round. No, they go ahead and win the pistol. And no plant there for Astralis. So no threatening buy. And we see because of that, majority SMGs now for G2.
Yeah, they're gonna look to rack up some cash.
SMGZ.
I think Amanek on roller skates is a great analogy, man.
Like that?
When we saw him flanking, why'd you say that so aggressively?
You like that?
Look at me in the eyes with
He's at the disco, the roller disco.
the discoteca.
Donde esta biblioteca?
Who goes to the library anymore? It's called the internet.
It's called the Kindle.
Yeah. A little bit of squeaky spam. And niko hanging on to life with about a quarter HP. Curious situation. Astralis getting into secret, then stopping.
This is what happens.
And then going back in full force. As Kenny S has moved to garage, as niko has gotten onto mini, Zipnix will be the lingerer. He is still hanging out behind the red box, looking to put that Glock to work. But now everybody for Astralis has been corralled. Will they be culled? Hunter throws the frag out. Kenny S insta headshot. There's the bomb plant at the very least, Launders. They get a little bit of money. Glaive finding Nexa with his head turn. Magisk wallbang off the deagle. There's something coming into fruition for Astralis, but now the guns start to prevail. It's Amanek with the double, and Kenny the final nail in the coffin. G2 losing 3 bodies, but we said SMGs were a part of this mix, and all of them get swept away. The FAMAS and the Colt move forward. G2 2-0.
It was 3/5 of the mix. They don't lose any rifles. They don't go ahead and need to pick up anything, upgrade a FAMAS or whatever. So now it's a bit scary for Astralis. Luckily they got a plant, but they know they go up actually against quite a strong buy from G2. However, the upgrades, kind of interestingly enough, Nexa is going to pick up just an MP9. Sometimes they'll do 3. Well, what they're doing now, actually, I should say, is 3 on outside control at the same time to help out niko, who mostly roams alone. But this time around, he's actually led on the cross, and hey, they've crossed fast. In fact, niko doesn't feel like he knows.
Oh my goodness. Kenny S caught on little blue box. 3 T's, make it 2 into secret. Zipnix will find Amanek coming out onto the rooftops. Hunter is still beneath him, oddly enough.
Wait a second. Okay.
I'm waiting.
So, they dropped 2. Hunter can stay in the lobby. He wants to stay alive, but he has the info on lobby already. So there's too many angles to be approached from. He'll come back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they've actually got niko back upstairs. I like these spots, actually, from G2. I won't lie.
Okay.
It's a bit testing, but they have some information is a thing, and they boost up, too.
niko is watching for Glaive here, as you can see. Gets the M4 headshot. That's his 2nd frag on the round. He wants a little bit more, and he'll even get Dupree. Not anticipating the 3rd. Hunter cowers back into cover. Magisk maybe relying on Zipnix to make the move. He's the last T with 100 HP. Is niko's 3K all in vain? Or will G2 close this 3rd round as well? Patience coming through from Astralis.
You can see Magisk doesn't have info because he's looking for the flanks, but there's not going to be any lurking. It's just about Hunter getting uncomfortable, but that's of his own volition. Zipix will now push out, but Hunter's in kind of an off angle. Oh, the shoulder peek's perfect. He spotted him.
And then he wide swings, but the damage is there, damn it. Zipnix taken to 34 HP. Nexa's gonna have to come up from vents. Is Zipnix watching this? No, he's not. And the headshot connects. The frag grenade goes soaring forward, softening him to 28. And the spray nearly enough. But Magisk will skate by. Barely. Astralis almost being wrecked by niko single-handed. Economy in tatters here for G2.
Of course, it's these mid rounds that Zipix is just he's so careful in. And even though Hunter's like somewhat out in the open, he's sitting like front sight where you'd normally plant. It's something where, you know, Zipix not careful on that shoulder peek, he just dies instantly. And again, it's a player like Zipix. He doesn't have better aim than basically anybody on G2, but he finds ways to make these kills unfavorable for his opponents. That's the magic of Zipix.
Danish wizardry.
I think the rotations were once again good, but yeah, strong mid round. And I think one of the reasons NUKE has just been coming into favor with the smarter and better teams is because it becomes about the mid round so often. And this is where you can really dominate. One of the scariest maps to observe with X-ray off. Nexa has a cute little ankle. But there's an outside fight going on at the side.
Ouch.
Okay, well,
Ooh,
there's that.
Get wild.
My goodness, he gets the AK too.
Does he move it? Yeah, he's coming inside instantly. Could throw it over. Yeah, Hunter's gonna have his hands on it. Amanek buys time, swings wide, substantial damage. Deagle from KennyS also connecting. Glaive to 32, device on 16. Clock sits at 40 seconds left. And that bomb, it's still back. Over towards Trophy. They could try to swing this into the ace fight, but Mohan, how do they get this player off of hut? They've got one Molotov, but they don't really have the time to set up properly for the execute.
Yeah.
They could throw it over towards vents instead and come peeking outwards and upwards. But Hunter, he's in a prime position to shut everything down. KennyS lends a helping hand. Down goes the AK, down goes Kenny. And a 2v2 ensues. Just enough time left over for the plant. Both these players with Kevlar. Nexa with the AK. Dupree the double flashbang. niko takes to the heavens alongside Nexa. Post plants from Dupree is deep in lobby. Glaive gets killed instantly on the heaven peak, and now Dupree's gonna have to come in with the clutch. Keeps the gun out, and he hears that first tap, looks up, but dies to niko with the three-piece. As G2 rob back around, they have absolutely no business winning.
That must have been the quietest mid-round, I bet you anything. They barely said a word. They basically were looking at all of their usual positions and just nailed those kills right there. I mean, they didn't even have to get info. As soon as they saw someone, they were dead. It all starts outside. Magisk gets pinned to the fence, AK given up, given over to Hunter, and even though Hunter doesn't get a kill, he serves for a distraction so that KennyS can.
Wow.
That's a rough one.
niko. Alongside Amanek at the top of the scoreboard, 7 kills apiece.
niko, 157 ADR for 5 rounds. 5th round now.
It's an intimidating stat line. Oh no, Kenny, he gets caught. Just standing and stranded out in the open. Nexa attempts to plug that one back, but it is 3 members of Astralis going downstairs. They throw the flash to attempt to delay. Hunter knows that his teammates are still a bit further back. Dupree safe or not. His rumpus sticks out around the side of the bomb plant, gets easily picked up, and then niko catching a kill on the back of the site. Now it's Glaive and Device who have to somehow get back into this.
Astralis look a bit off right now.
Right?
That plant was a bit strange. Surprised to see that.
Hunter's so patient, but the barrel of the M4 could really screw him over. Sure enough, the ump gonna get the better angle. 22 health left on Device after that. Amanek goes down for free, and niko, who has opened a couple of rounds already for G2, is gonna have to close this 5th one. He's already above the bomb. They've got a smoke and a flash. And they could just go side by side, but instead, one from double doors and one on control. He cuts down the first, sees the second, device peeking, toying with the idea of it. Oh, the crouching crab walk kill to give G2 their fourth.
Just nasty.
Another 3K from niko.
Omnic tried to throw it away. That was very, very strange all around. This one, man, that's like, what? Because Dupree, you know what, you know, I mean, I don't have to like mansplain this, of course. You're planning on the side of the silo so that you're exposed only to control, only to ram. But he's not perfectly lined up. He could have planted safely. And it could have been a different round. Hunter would have saw nothing. Maybe took a shot. That's it.
Damn. Now we find Astralis back on pistols. Glaive the best equipped with Kevlar, frag, and Berettas. Device though. Oh, device though. Joey, you know what you gotta do. I want him in slow motion from both perspectives. Especially if Astralis end up winning this round. But Hunter, full damage control, comes back into the mini. And Glaive, he's pushing inwards. Nexa, he's able to survive the Berettas.
Bro, their CT sides are so
Hunter
floaty.
cuts off bomb.
I love this. They're moving around so much.
Dude, they're everywhere.
It's even they're taking some risks. This isn't. This is their CT side right now. It's not about the map. It feels like they're basically, yeah. They're like water, always moving.
Flowing through the cracks. Zipix looking for the headshots. They're toying with him as the flank gets closer behind him. And there it is. Nexa finishes this 6th round off, a 5th to G2's favor.
I love where CS is going, where more teams are just turning the aggression up.
Sit down.
Like a broken faucet. Now, Device, he tries to steal one back. This is
this one, man.
disgusting.
Wow. Damn, Joey really killed it. Or all of our replay operators.
Yes.
Joey can't get all the credit.
No, of course not. Go ahead, list them off.
Our other replay operators.
There's a lot of names. There's a lot of names in production.
Hunter playing around the side of it. We're going to get a list so that we can properly attribute credit. It's important.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but there's a big name. There's a big room full of smart people making this look very easy. And we're the two dummies taking all the credit, talking.
we're just the moving mouths.
They probably had to go to school to do their jobs. Okay, Almanac looking for the push. Oof, can't actually get the damage in. And I mean, I think he's going to be this flagrant all half, so it's fine. It's just what they're sending him off to do. niko is a backline of defenses in secret. It's an important point of contact here. The molly doesn't do anything. It just lands shy.
So maybe anticipating this aggression. Maybe the tricks of G2 start to become expected, and Astralis can really milk this moment.
Here's where G2 need to make a decision, because they're not actually in a sight at all. Look at them. They're 3 coming out of secret like it's a clown car. They are now moving towards mini, but not in a very good situation to actually retake the upper site. Some good spam damage through the smoke, but man, at this point, you're faking the retake. You're not going for this.
Yeah, especially with all the follow-up utility here at the hands of Astralis. Double incendiary, flashbangs aplenty, but niko will connect his flank, almost getting a second kill into Dupree. kennyS will finish that one. There is still a chance that they make this happen. Device straight down beneath Nexa, goes wide and dies. And kennyS now just has to walk away. So Astralis, congratulations, a 2nd round on the board, all starting with Magisk, that 2K outdoors, shutting down what has been a very aggressive G2.
That second one, of course, he's just trying to, his friend died, he's like, I gotta get something back. But yeah, they're not stopping. Sometimes the info's worth it. Even if you die, rare circumstances where it's just, it puts you in a position to get a good trade or get a piece of map control back. Like we saw Hunter pushing into lobby at all the right times, if that makes sense. But kind of, I'm surprised they went for the retake, because those 3 guns means they could buy here. Yeah, I mean, it actually looked like surprisingly good effort, but they got 2 kills. They lost a player. They don't have enough money to buy here. And now they're spending more money on other things just to support, of course.
Yeah, which again, in hindsight, this could have been legitimately a viable gun round. They could still win it, but odds most certainly not in their favor. niko's gonna rattle off some rounds and then fall back away from this position. So Magisk kind of magnetized towards him, and what they're doing is hoping that he tries to push the Deagle so that kennyS on this M4 can kill the front runner. But they use their smokes first and foremost. niko does have an angle over top, and Device calls him out. kennyS then gets closer.
This is going to be no.
Oh my god, kennyS, he's staring at the wall. Good thing he turned back around.
Wow, Magisk doesn't even bother clearing that.
Device hears Kenny moving, and he can't get around that further corner. Unfortunately now for G2, that leaves only one rifle in play for them. And it's downstairs. Not where you need it to be. Outdoors completely compromised. But at least G2 have 2 sets of feet inside of hell. A site, so easy for the taking.
Astralis always good at picking the right sites in the moments like these, where it looks like they have limited information, and it looks like they have a good read. They'll start to mosey in at the lead of Glaive. Opposite vent cleared. That's the tricky one. Seriously, such an important part of the site. Imagine if opposite vent didn't exist, how simple it would be to take the upper site from Mini. Just clear top hut, everything else back to the wall, clearing out all these angles. Such a key position we're going to see played a lot on the CT side. But it's been mostly yard control here from Astralis, and now especially in their more successful rounds. So I imagine some of their defaults are going to lead to outside control first to see if G2 can throw anything tricky at them. I mean, they're really, G2 just they're keeping the aggression high, which is fun to watch, and it worked really early on. We'll see how sustainable it is and what the deal is. Playing CS like they've got somewhere to go after this.
Maybe just not wanting Astralis to fall into the comfort zone, because we expect them to on NUKE. Keep things crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm here for all of it, because it's really exciting. It's really fun to watch.
And it's our final match.
It is.
The Blast Fall series.
In probably the most insane group. the group that FURIA go 0-2 in. That MIBR end up in semi. Like, you know, it's a crazy group. Very exciting, very fun to watch. Everything's been awesome. Such a whole lineup of storylines for Blast. They really lucked out in terms of how many storylines coalesced all at the same time. But okay, let's see what Hunter can do. He's going to be upstairs. They might avoid him. Magisk is going Blue's Clues downstairs. Not a single point of resistance here.
Should be able to just walk right into this B site if nothing changes from G2. niko will get into position. He is leaps and bounds above the rest of his team. 12 and 6. 5 kills ahead of Amanek on 7. niko safely tucked into the site. I say safely, really only for now. Once these doors start swinging, once the glass gets popped, unless he lands a crisp shot, it is going to come tumbling down around him. And sure enough, he is killed quickly. So the utility makes a difference here. G2 still looking to save that one M4. Our pistol players on the CT side could take some risks if they feel like shaving down some cash. Keep your eye on Zipnix.
It looks like the next tournament that G2 will play is Masters. DreamHack Masters. And that's potentially where we see Jax come into the fold. This is something interesting, of course, because they've not said and pretended like they were going to do a 6-man roster. Instead, they said they're going to choose a 5, but they're going to do it over the course of a couple tournaments. That seems like what they're aiming to do. And so the next tournament coming up in a month will be this one with Jax. And, you know, Amanek is creating a situation where he's not only hard to replace from his impact, but his game style is incredibly hard to replicate. You can't really raise someone to be like Amanek at the moment. He's the way that he's taking liberties on both sides, honestly. Creates a lot of value for the team when he's playing well, and his performance did dip tons. So you can only assume that the fact that there's a bit more pressure on the roster is influencing Almanac to deathmatch a little bit more, because it seems like that was the real missing piece. His play style has always been there.
And then to also, when he gets those chances, make sure he goes for it. Make sure he proves that he can do his specialty role. Be as invaluable as possible.
Slow default, waiting for lobby control. I guess they're maybe faking outside, trying to get G2 to squeeze, because otherwise they'd be majority outside. Dupree gets a kill, don't know how.
Through Mini by the looks of it.
Oh, wait, what?
Through Squeaky Door, it is got a hole in it. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Holy, okay, well.
Hell of a way to start. Astralis shooting for a 5th round, looking to tie 10 rounds deep. They've got that 5v4 comfortably with utility advantage on top of it. Nexo's behind boxes on ramp. Wall of smokes completely denying information and vision from G2. They could try and challenge this. Magisk is alone on the other side, and yet he survives with only 10 HP, able to get away from this. Kenny S is going to go chasing, and now Hunter is in a really tight spot. They're spamming him through the door, and it works. Kenny S, can he collateral or just stop it all on his own? He goes peeking into this. He wants a little more. And with that bomb drop, he's got himself somewhat of an opening. A 2 versus 2. Nexa taking to the top of Hut as Kenny S through smoke kills Magisk. But they put the clutch god into where he works. You want to talk about being invaluable in terms of Amanek and his style? Well, this is Zipnix. Molotov and a flash, 2 CTs, lie ahead, and he is focused forward, gets the first kill and the second.
It just can't be explained. It really can't. He doesn't even have a play there. He's scared of decon. Do the finger wag or something. Give us something new. Just been pure content with Zipic.
Oh,
that's the one. Right into Mini. That's how it ends.
That's nasty.
Wow, and this is a round where, wow, Device even just completely mauls Glaive, just trying to default. Oh man, almost threw his wig off. I don't know if it's fake hair, but probably isn't, but.
I'd be shocked. Imagine Kenny S happens to have a toupee for the last 5 years. Nobody ever knew. Okay, just the pistols. And they're not supposed to net them much, although we still find ourselves in a 3v2. Everybody from Astralis still outdoors, about to take the secret route into the B bomb site, where Zipnix ended the last round with a succulent 1v2.
How many times will we need to say it? I definitely remember looking at a stats one tournament, and it was like, Astralis don't win this tournament unless G2 or unless Zipix wins every single one of these clutches. I remember watching the game, and then looking at the stats after, I'm like, this would be impossible for them to do it. Such an X factor. There, honestly, I think I was trying to make a top 5 like kind of dream rifle like lineup, and I had Niko on there, and I had Elige on there. I think he was in the 5th place, and I had like a few other god tier aimers that we can all name. And I was like, who from Astralis, like someone from Astralis in a mix of mechanics and aim should be on there, probably, right? There's got to be at least one. And the only person I could think it was actually toss up Dupree and Magisk. Like, because there's a mix of the results, but also the eye test. It's a rifler list. It's not just like who's the best, most decorated player or best teammate or anything like that, right? And I couldn't fit Magisk and Dupree in that top 5, but I still kind of want to. You know what I mean? They're like 6 and 7. It's so hard to say. It feels like it makes no sense to not have them there. But yeah, that's what's so kind of special about Astralis. Just like even you have to kind of stretch to almost see who has the most individual skill on the team. And the fact that they could have been so dominant with that, without some like twist robot aimer, them still being such a great lineup is just so extraordinary.
Super patient from Astralis, giving Device time to work the sniper. Wall of smokes thrown yet again. niko nearly lining that one up. CT's deep in lobby, but Device will hit the kill feed first and foremost. 50 seconds remain. NES at bat. He gets the third player in. Flashbang, he could get back into cover just in time, yeah. The utility staves it off, sends them back the other direction, and now those smokes that they were using to get downstairs are gone.
Always a precarious spot when the opper gets a kill and falls back. niko, he spotted?
Yep, and they're gonna try and chase him down, but the crispness of the M4. He's gonna dodge that frag grenade for the most part.
Another
niko with another. 4 versus 2. That flashbang from NES and his one op kill tucked the tail of Astralis right into niko. His 16th frag then and there versus Device. 8 seconds on the clock as Glaive's gonna have to gun down Nexa or just desperately try for the plant, but he'll get neither of the two, and G2 tie at 6.
He just makes him look like boss outside, sitting behind that box. And yeah, it's all because NES funnels the attention back upstairs.
Wow.
Like you're saying, that was sick, man. Not a single spray, not a burst at all.
Tonight,
Dupree didn't even start shooting.
He's had some really killer kind of rapid tap fire moments. On Train versus MIBR, he comes out of connector in a crucial round.
3K,
Yeah, so, I mean, just multi-kill after multi-kill this evening from niko. Absolutely worth his weight in gold.
Always a frag movie with niko.
Let's see what more he and the others have to offer. NES opening up shop into Device, besting his counterpart Opper.
Quite a slow pace here to Astralis. Not a single upper rush that we've seen. Some of the lower hits, they're somewhat delayed. Time's not running out, but they are either losing or winning their default and then turning that into a round win. Not really full executing or rushing anything. No vent dives, which is the most surprising part of all this. Usually Astralis and their T-side are putting way more pressure and using spawns whenever they have them with Magisk and Glaive to get down the vent.
Still a bit of time to adapt, but that's an easy pickup. Uh-oh, player dropped. 2 players dropped, niko and Nexa. Suddenly, this is a 2 versus 3 to the favor of Astralis. Can they still hang on? We've got both the members of the T-side downstairs. They're going to find themselves the bomb plant. There's utility for the retake. This was an awkward position, but it's not lost yet. Individual heroics could make the difference. Frag, fantastic. Half of Dupree goes down, and that's an easy pickup. But it's Xyp9x again in the 1v2 clutch. He's smoked off from Decon. We've got 2 kits on the play, a bit of a gap in the smoke. That gives Xyp9x all he needs. NES scoped in, hits the shot, dropped to 40, closes door, and Amanek now is gonna get on top of that bomb, but they tap it yet once more. Xyp9x wild spray, not his day. Is there time? Yes, a 7th for G2, despite the internet's best efforts.
And then he tried to do it a 4th time, they wouldn't let him. And honestly, I commend the hotel for sending their ground.
Gotta put your foot down.
Abhorrent behavior by DJ.
Thank you for your patience, folks. We're back into the action. G2 on 5 members and 5 guns. Ready to keep this lead rolling forward. 2 rounds to go in this first half, and G2 have strung 2 in a row. It was 5 rounds of a streak for Astralis. Can G2 do the same?
They don't know that anybody's gone downstairs. Oh boy. Well, Nexa's moved into a good spot. niko's on a, NES is on a fast rotate. It looks like might need to be the Nexa show. Oh man, they swarm perfectly.
Damn.
Oh, I love that. Before the grenades get set up, NES cannot get his scope into the site.
Wow, and he's just fully blinded.
Oh, that's sick.
Sick round.
Out the pause. I like that. I like that so much.
Talk about it.
That is a play that, first of all, requires no grenades. Secondly, relies on not getting spotted outside. They check that box off, right? G2, we're going to allow them to cross outside this round for free. On their positive side, they keep control of everything else, and they'll rotate one down early, lower early. That's Nexa. He gets in position. But Nexa relies on kennyS to support. However, there hasn't been a noise the whole round. So if the control doors swing open and nobody goes to control room to throw the smoke, the Molotov, as you would normally do, then Nexa is, excuse my language, screwed. And they pop out with the nade this time around, when normally what would happen, for those of you who may not understand, normally what would happen is you take control room from the windows, you throw your initial Molotovs maybe on both sides, a smoke to refresh the left side, and then you would pop out from controlled doors and attack the site kind of slowly. Clear out angles, maybe fight Nexa. Here they come through like a firestorm.
Absolute ridiculous aggression into the B site for that 14th round. It gives Astralis their 7th. We are all tied up. And one defensive round left for G2 to tip the scale. Op on device. Same for kennyS. Zipex watches smoke by ramp. And Kenny's getting curious. Can he find a kill? Glaive could walk right into this. Just jumps around the side, not an issue. 4 members of Astralis still back by spawn. It is only Zipex by trophy. His back turned.
Well,
like the control of Squeaky like this.
That's just the amount of information they need.
Wall of smokes outside, Zipex blind. Now 2 members of G2 inside of lobby. Zipex coming to find them, but actually one man just went up to the rooftops. Oh, and Hunter, he kills Zipex. They're going to try and cross over to Secret, and they better get down before Silo is in position. Amanek seeing everything. That's all the information they need. A 5v3 turned 5v2, and it is flawless until finally Dupree gets one on the board here for Astralis. He's doubled back now, wants his bomb. Amanek, oh, the headshot connects as the frag grenade landed. And silent, every player says
of course,
nothing.
Everyone as a player has respect for the clutch.
Coach comes in.
You're about to win.
Like maybe if you let him.
If you lose, you're a shit.
Yeah, here we go, folks. Back into the second half. G2 with a 1-round lead. Maybe Amanek can deliver in yet another pistol. That 4K in the pistol round was huge, because it led G2 to win 5 of the first 6 rounds. Glaive with the double headshot. Device nailing 2 to the side of Mini. Blink and you'll miss it. Astralis takes second pistol. This time there is no clutch for Amanek, and there is now no longer a lead. 8 rounds apiece.
You know, that first half was a half that I actually want to go on longer. Because somewhere in the middle of those rounds, from like round 7 to like round 12, it was kind of strange what we were saying. Wasn't sure if Astralis were all there, but they were quietly winning rounds. G2 went from super high aggression to slowed it down a lot. And at the end, those last 2 rounds were sick, tactically speaking.
Yes, sir.
So I kind of want to know more about what was going to happen there. But again, this half is going to be totally different. We'll see what G2 have to bring on their T side. I think both these teams are so even strength. I really don't see either of them disappointing here.
Device long distance with the AUG. Should absolutely have the edge, as he also has Glaive to help out. But niko, well, he opens up with the Deagle kill. Frag grenade could do massive damage, but instead it misses the mark. Dupree goes down. Venton back up again as he sits pretty on bomb, making a little bit of cash. Although Hunter, he lands the P250 headshot.
And it's on a gun that might be unrecoverable top of the silo.
Scary situations. MP5 has the shadow advantage. So easy to just crouch and crawl and fire all the same with that MP5. If it has anything, it is moving accuracy.
Oh, it's so passive-aggressive, Connor. You hate the MP5.
I do. With a passion. Only because, listen, I don't hate the MP5
it's an awkward price.
if it doesn't take the MP7 slot.
I wouldn't even buy it if it was cheaper than an MP9. MP9's better every single way, period. No, I'm with you.
CSGO facts.
And someone tweet at you because I accidentally said the Kovac brothers. Kovac brothers.
Yes.
Fun fact, they're cousins, not brothers. Accidentally say brothers. I've said it too. I actually said it in my videos. I think I opened up like, yeah,
they refer to each other as brothers. You know, I think some family bonds go beyond
when they were
blood.
when they were that far apart on Astralis and G2, they were cousins. Now they're on the same team. They're brothers.
I like this explanation.
Okay.
Now, Astralis with their 1-round lead will have to face up versus the big buy. G2, 4 AKs into Galil. Kind of lackluster utility, and they use the vast majority of it to throw up the smoke wall. Nexa will lurk ever so slightly inside of Squeaky, but he is met by a damaging grenade. Nearly half his health is gone, and Glaive already down in the troll hole.
Trolla hole.
Nico's gonna come chasing. Hunter opens up with the kill upstairs, so Glaive actually just goes ahead and retracts back to vent. This opens a door for G2 to wrap heaven. They will do so with 2 players. And the bomb potentially looking to split through mini. So what I see is G2 with lobby control thanks to Nexa, a double mini man, and a heaven wrap with 2. But they lose the lobby player as Magus gets aggressive, and now they have to hesitate. Now they have to contemplate whether they still want this. Flashbangs in. No need to commit. In fact, it's a redirection. They're going to use secret and B ramp to go downstairs. Device ahead of this connects the op shot. A 4 versus 3 with a Molotov to stave half the players off, essentially.
Why does Device look like he's trying to entry ramp? This is insane.
Very good. Glaive next to the door. Knows that Nico's close. Amanek right here with him. 20 seconds left. Smoke up for the bomb plant. And Glaive gets cleared out of the closest of corners. A 3rd kill from Device through the smoke of all things. And if Amanek can best him, then he's on for the clutch. But he crawls by. 10 seconds left. And Dupree's not going to challenge out from doors, so now there's just no time. He'll go for that 1 fake plant, and it costs him. Double digits for Astralis first. A 3K from Device as he goes to the opposite side of ramp and cuts off G2.
Let's watch this again, because honestly, I really wish G2 won this round based on it being a sick tactic. But then you have, what the hell is this? Device is offing from their side of, I mean, I don't even have a call out for that because I would normally call the opposite turnpike is where the CTs play from. And he's just at the entrance to ramp from the T's perspective because they got the information back.
Yeah, it's the kill on Nexa that's everything.
Just beautiful.
Get that lobby kill before the split comes in. I like the attempt of a redirection, but Device's forward position, that's really the moneymaker. Now they're going to go ahead and challenge onto ramp. Zipx goes down for free. Amanek's barely standing.
He loves entering ramp.
That he does. Hunter, he's going to try and stop the secret push. Glaive's got a grenade out. Oh, Device, he had to land that with the deagle. It's still the bomb plant for G2. They've got something to work with in this round. Amanek caught as Dupree comes in from lobby. Now, this post-plant position's kind of awkward. 2 pistol players on site. Oh, the floor bang of all things. Kenny S. caught between a rock and a hard place. Nexa's corner pays off. Now suddenly he's down into the 1 versus 2, and he's screwed over by Magisk. A 3K from Device makes the difference.
Yo, Device is on a mission at the moment. He's 20 and 11, and he's been getting a lot of his kills with just rifles. Super nuts performance by him so far, looking very smart here on Nuke. Sharper than a penguin in a tuxedo. And here is another flank kill.
That one.
Yeah, this is the specific spam where you jump up on the box, spam over top of the door. So nicely done. And of course, the position that Kenny S, the reason why that's so much more popular is because if you come out of control, you have to look directly up to clear it. And you're also free from being spammed from decon, which is becoming more and more common.
Good attempt with the lesser weapons. G2 couldn't quite close it. 20th round, a 3-point lead for Astralis, and with Squeaky blown open, this could be quick contact. I like what we're seeing from Device. But Amanek, he gives chase to Zipx. This is a 2nd round in a row where B ramp compromises the lower site, and Amanek hunting for another fight, has Magisk just beneath him. He swoops onto him. What? Last bullet! Headshot connects, and he wants more. This guy doesn't stop until Device makes him. Dupree from the rafters with the double to close. Astralis take a 12.
Damn, some crazy stuff happening right before our eyes. Man, this guy swoops down like Batman.
Goomba stomped.
Crazy. Last bullet.
Unreal.
Nice opening here. Perfect, really, with the squeaky control. What's happening? Hits a light. Okay.
4 bullets in the magazine.
Chill for me, man, Device says. Stops him like Jackie Chan in an arcade, like, all right, chill. You need to stop running around. What a nuts round. Could have very easily got out of control with the extra 1 frag. Device impact after impact kill.
Giving niko a run for his money. 22 kills on Device, 21 for niko. Smoke grenades go up, the Molotov answers, and Device, as it plumes, pops niko. Talked about the duel of the top fraggers, now it's Nexa's chance. He gets Dupree out of Mini. Glaive takes his place, has an additional player on site, but Nexa, as quickly as he came in, goes out. And Glaive's gonna give chase here. Walking in behind him, Nexa gets around the next corner. This is ridiculous. And Nexa doubles back, but oh, they didn't see him.
It's literally like teleported behind him.
Oh, and Magisk comes into hut.
Wait, 3 players pushed up outside Device. Gonna have one on his left side. Tries to jump up for no reason, awkwardly. Weird timing.
Magisk in front of the hut. Oh. Dude, Magisk taking control of this round. Curious to see what Glaive called there. He got out into T-spawn and had Magisk come join him through hut, knowing that there was a chance Nexa had tucked in around that corner. Timing has been wild in this 21st round, but all they have left is an attempt at the A site. Hunter, trying not to kill his teammate, has to buy a bit of time, and now it's the 1v1. He's got Zipex to deal with. Now, on these ramp entries, we've seen Zipex in back-to-back rounds go down empty-handed. But this is no longer the opening fight. This is what he is made for.
Oh, this is perfect from Hunter. He gets so much information. He can't lose this. I don't care that it's Zipex. He can't lose because he's got the plant for himself inside of heaven, and he took the huge risk of running in through.
All the way around.
There's just no time, really. Yeah.
Hunter's fully tucked. Time is ticking quick, and just like that, Hunter gets himself the 3rd kill, gets G2 their 9th. And Astralis, a few players strapped for cash.
That was an absolute power play. This looked like a round that Astralis, as you were talking about, it was Magisk was taking control of the round. Some absurd timings and kills that are coming out.
Great play from Hunter. I love the heaven wrap. I love your confidence in calling it. It feels that way, but you know, it's hard to write off Zipex.
Because Zipex is too smart to look there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the reason why he wins clutches is because he's so good at distilling the information down to the possible outcomes. He takes his big risk of walking all the way around through lobby to clear out hut. There's no other time, and once he sees where the bomb is planted, he can't assume that that was the play that was made. If he did, he'd be an idiot.
Like a good student, he's too smart to cheat. And that exam passed by flying colors. Thanks to Hunter, G2 have their 9th. It's his 12th kill of the map. 3 of which, 1/4 of his frags coming in that 1v3. Good stuff. 3-round lead for Astralis. Molotov meant to interrupt the smokes. Hunter quick on the heels of Glaive, but Magisk sprays into Hunter. Nexa trades this out from hut, hits the dink, and that should be that. But Magisk surviving longer than he has any business doing so. niko has to eject. What is this round from Magisk?
They fluffed it. An insane hold.
It was an op on niko, I believe, that comes out from hut and just can't quite catch that kill.
It's literally a 1v2 with scoped guns. niko, 3 frag. 1-on-1 situation. Opportunity to drop. Man, you know he wants to. You know he's thinking about it, but instead he'll wait. Oh, damn, this is where it gets spicy. This is where it gets very interesting. Let's see how the brain of Zipix will work. Oh man, I actually love this position because he can camp the vent drop if that becomes the late game situation, and also can hold down upstairs from a very powerful spot.
Sure.
And now he'll move around. Not going to be able to drop onto hut without making noise. And the last thing anybody wants to do right now is be the first one to give up information. So he's going to try to take a gamble and read that it's a walkthrough into upstairs. And he's got scout in hand.
Yep.
Don't tell me he reads this correctly. niko's actually pushing out, but it's got to be the vent drop, right? Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and that decision right there could make the difference.
Yeah.
You've got the top fragger of G2 versus the bottom scoreboard dweller of Astralis. Zipix, he's got a 1v2 under his belt already this map, but that's 1/3 of his total kills on Nuke.
Okay.
He swaps over to the ump, drops down into the vents. niko knows this. Look at this angle. He peeks. Oh my goodness. niko with the gall to go for the fight. Flabbergasted.
That's bad. He was like, oh, glory me. He just did that. Like an absolute monster truck, wide swung with an AWP in the 1v1.
Versus the ump of all things.
Man. This guy got some big ass feet. You know what I'm saying? Huge feet.
Double digits up for G2. And Astralis, 4 pistol players plus the scout on device, wasting no time. Hunter downstairs already. niko sees the shadow. That's an easy pickup versus Glaive. And because Hunter's so quick, he catches Dupree in transition. That means he's already got full control of vent. Everybody else from G2 can come downstairs to join him. And do they smash themselves against the half wall of Astralis? Could be an easy mount. Magisk missing the first couple of Deeg shots. Aminex Mac 10 sings. And Zipix completely cleared out by niko. 5v1 situation for device. This T side is delivering. 5 CT rounds in a row for Astralis Mo, but now 3 strung together for the offense.
I'm loving the tempo here from G2. It's starting to, the temperature's starting to rise. They're getting faster and faster, and it seems to be exactly what they need. The trades come so close there. I mean, of course, niko wins such a critical 1v2, where again, Astralis had such a good start to the round. That this game could have gone any way, of course, but you know, we're having some really insane plays by Astralis as well. And he'd like to hold on to that, but he's not going to be able to. 26 and 15 for niko, 24 and 14 for device, and they are by far and away clearly the stars right now. Crazy to see Zipix on 6 kills and have a really impressive 1v2 in this game already.
Oh, poor guy. Just chilling behind his boxes, absolutely blasted away. 208 utility damage for Zipix. There's a silver lining.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll always find ways to create value, that's for sure. So,
within 1.
Yeah, within 1, and they've got the pistol. This tempo change is what's solved the problem for G2.
Insta-kill versus Glaive. Goodbye. The sounds of silence. And we're back. Thank you for joining us in our moment of tranquility. Oh, now it's carnage. Frag grenade is great. Hunter taken down to 58. But that's all the tools Astralis really had to work with. Device is on little blue. It's being watched. And Kenny S will kill him.
Kenny S, and the S is for sharp.
Whoop. Hunter almost caught in a moment there, switching guns for no reason. But he gets it back under control. Trying to move through with minimal losses. If they can rack up some economy, that would be great for G2's T side. Player count at the end of rounds. In the 21st and 22nd, those were 1vx's. 5 guys alive in the 23rd. Looking like 4 will move forward in the 24th. So now they start to cultivate some cash. Can Magisk tear them down ever so slightly? He's got Nexa behind him. Easy peasy pickup. And he's not even going to go for the Mag-10. Maybe catch somebody else off guard. Bomb will pop. This is 12 rounds apiece, no matter what you try to tell me. Things are getting interesting.
Feels like here's where the game begins. Where now, with the adjustment period, we're looking at a strong start from Astralis and CT side, but a G2 that proved that they can answer back. And now here's where G2, it's where if they want to stay on top, it's where they'll have to innovate.
Okay.
So now it's the huge mind game here for Glaive. Do they turn up the aggression on CT side? Do they let G2 take outside control or even throw their smokes? And if not,
wow,
or if so, are they going to have Glaive in secret to come out and try to fight them later on? Because I think the one round where they let him cross downstairs, Glaive was too afraid to fight him inside of the secret stairs, and that might be something they want to try to do. Now, Device also, he feels like he has an aggressive bone in his body right now that's trembling. He really does like taking these fights, but also Magisk, unrelenting aggression inside of the hut to get an opening. And here's, I mean, I guess where they can just initially peel back.
Is there something wrong with Hunter? No. Okay. Device looking for an additional kill here. I really did like that aggression from Magisk, but it's now Zipex on the kill feed. Device with a double. The op sings from Garage, and Amanek has bomb. Only man left over, and it's empty-handed from G2. Astralis right back in the lead with conviction.
Ah, well, just sick there. They kind of call out both things, right? They see that it's a light lobby with an outside default with a lot of aggression here, which is what's been working for G2. And they let Device really work, re-peeking a lot, taking control of things. He's hitting everything. I want him, you know, you want him to roam. The worst thing in the world would be him to be left alone outside and have everybody else die, or him to not have impact, because right now he should be taking fights. He's having a monster map.
First of 4 timeouts called from G2.
Yeah, bit scary. Like to see something towards ramp, to be honest.
Okay, yeah. We did see Amanek die there a couple of times without holding anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
You put him in the clutch and maybe he delivers, but unarguably a weakness at the moment. You know, he's got 7 kills. The next lowest on Astralis is 15.
The other thing is no one's pushing the cross smokes or peeking behind red, so there's a chance to throw those nades with, and no one's peeking secret either. So there's a chance to throw those nades and not have them know that you're actually using it to go somewhere else.
Yep.
See if that changes now. They actually do get someone in the secret now. It's a great adjustment, really.
Glaive getting ahead of it.
Which I do say so myself. That's a nice spot for him to be in. And look, they throw the outside smokes and they don't cross, so kind of exactly what is just perfect for the CTs.
A-pop, free, good for 1. Kenny trades it, and a second from Kenny S. He's wary of a player above. Nexa, 1 and done out from Mini. 2v2. They know Glaive's backed by Mini. Nico's smoke will deny him vision, but oh, the crawl out from Zipex as Glaive lines up the kill through smoke. Nico sees the man in the rafters, tapping for it, gets the spray down. Glaive with a slight health advantage. But Nico's gonna fall back, taking further damage, faking the plant once, and coming back out for the kill.
Oh my god, he's walking up the left. This is gonna be hard to read. Glaive knows what's about to happen.
Oh, but he can't stop it!
Damn. Damn. Dude. Well, that's kind of exactly the round I expected, but not the outcome that I expected. Glaive got that info early. G2 tried to throw a fake outside with the smokes to go somewhere else. And a huge clutch. I mean, the trades outside were nice. And the other thing is, they didn't wait long enough that Astralis could use that information right away. So technically the rotations didn't change a lot, but maybe the focus did a bit more upstairs. But still, they traded out favorably into the 2v2. But yeah, still at the moment, I feel like they've still got ramp in their back pocket as far as I'm concerned. Because, listen, Zipex got 7 kills. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to bring an end to bullying, of course. We don't like bullying, but if somebody's having a bad game, it never hurts to pay him a visit or 2.
Yeah. Let's go check in on him. Wait, what is this? Nexa with a P250.
What the hell is going on?
There's so much money. They have so much money in their back pocket, and they're going to come into this limping. But they are going to challenge onto ramp. Zipex, easy pickup versus Nexa. Maybe a gun would have made a difference.
They picked that one up. They rushed downstairs. No one's in position.
Magisk, he's going to swing that door wide. Challenges through it. And Aminek's Mac 10 is enough to get the kill. Hunter's SMG is in position. And somehow, the lesser weapons versus Astralis is how G2 take 14. This has to be a misread on the buy.
Well, one thing they did get right was that there was lacking head armor on 3 people. They got Zipex headshot. Device doesn't even have head armor. We saw the same thing.
Right? Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, but what's so crazy?
That was the triple op they tried to rush against.
Yeah, how is their buy so bad? Yeah. I don't even know. I know they didn't spend their money, but what the heck? I mean, I guess we were at a critical juncture where G2 are the ones that don't have any loss bonus.
Sure.
And they were so low that if they lost, they could have potentially gotten to 15. So they throw in a round where they try to get the kills, maybe get a bomb plant, and know they have a good strat. There's a strat that's good behind it. And also a strat that doesn't require high guns, right? You need the gun you can run with to entry.
Of course.
Even sacrifice the pistols.
Hunter's deep position into control stairs works out wonderfully with Yump. Aminek challenging into decon, perfect. They've got so much money now.
Yeah, they stabilize their economy in one fell swoop. They put Astralis on an eco.
Oh.
I mean, it's crazy, but it works.
Big brain plays. Zipex, he gets the back of Aminek, can't connect the kill. And this was just Desert Eagles across the board for Astralis. We saw Magisk and Glaive take damage, but still open with the 5v4, and Hunter waits for no man as he charges down into Magisk, getting his second. And Nexa,
ramp.
He's gonna go for the bomb plant. Glaive trying to catch him with busy hands, leaves Dupree 1 versus 4. It is in stunning fashion with the lesser weaponry that G2 have enabled themselves to rob a 14th and 15th round. Not only Launders giving themselves an economic backbone, but completely crushing the coffers of Astralis with that last one. And as if to send a message, Nexa deletes Dupree with 2 map and match points on the line, seeking revenge for their opening group result that had so many close maps within it. Is this the way G2 top it all?
This is one of the most exciting games I've watched. I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but man, that's awesome. I feel terrible Zipex having a tough game, but hey, they didn't even go ramp this half until the last 2 rounds. So it's about time they gave him a chance to prop up his KD. He just couldn't deliver. They punish it 2 rounds in a row on the low buys, and they saved it. They had that in their back pocket the whole time. Even after the early 5-round start on CG side, they didn't even bother with it. Hard to read, man, for G2. Lots of cool stuff we're seeing so far. Very confident half, but could it be the ultimate adjustment? Glaive, glass cannon AWP. To pair with Device's AWP as well. 2 ops on the map, and we don't know what round G2 have in store for us.
Door swung open, Niko, damn, costly post up, but he's not dead yet. Device moving that sniper into secret. This could be what gets Hunter killed, but he just dropped off of Silo, in fact.
This is a bit redundant, I feel like. Glaive and Device are outside holding on. They've got something of a crossfire, but yeah, I think like Glaive needs to find a way to be in a more impactful position at this point in the rounds.
Okay.
And the Device has this lockdown, you know?
He is back by secret stairs. 1 incendiary and 1 flashbang on Zipex towards ramp. There is no utility anywhere else on the map for Astralis. And those utility belts overflowing for G2 start to get emptied outdoors.
They
3 smokes up.
They missed the molly.
Device able to hold his angle, but I mean, it's not like he can go peeking out. Magisk will be dropped to 22, and Nexa splits out from Hut. There's his second kill. KennyS gets the one in heaven, and now if they can shut down the last two members of Astralis, G2 16-13, Device comes peeking, and he goes down. Zipex with a lot to prove after a very quiet CT side, after a very quiet nuke, in fact. He's got 3 players to bring it back. He gets the first one just down beneath him. Nexa fires a shot. Oh, a second kill from Zipex. 34 health. He's got on top of bomb. It's a 10-second defuse. niko, he's crawling forward, but he doesn't realize yet. Oh my god, it's down to 2! Zipex denied as G2 arrive, topping Group 3!
What an extraordinary win, and